Ladies and gentlemen, my guest today is CEO of Manjushree Technopack, India's leading company in rigid plastic packaging, converting capacity of 1.5 lakh metric tons with over 1,000 custom and stock products. Major supplier to all FMCG companies and also exporting to over 15 countries. Sanjay ji, a very warm welcome to Insights with Nidhi, and thank you very much for giving us your time today.
Thanks a lot, Nidhi. It's always pleasure connecting with you and pleasure connecting with Elite.
Thank you very much. Sir, how Manjushree plants have performed on the output side? We heard that you were from day one reaching about 70% of the capacity in all your plants across India. How did you manage that?
So we have around now 9 plants all across India, and we did have some problem for a few days, for getting the permissions. But once it started, I think we were able to reach 70% of the container capacities. It was tough, but I think operational team has done an exceptionally good job to get people around, to motivate them, and to start working and following all the safety and social distancing norms. So incredible job by everybody. I must congratulate my team for that.
Excellent, sir. That's good news to hear. How are you fulfilling the demand for the sanitizer bottles? Because that is absolutely going through the roof right now.
Yeah. So sanitizer bottles, even before the lockdown started, the demand started coming in. And we were, I would say, well ahead of the curve in terms of investing into the molds, investing into the machines, allocating machines for that. So most of the demand, whichever the capabilities and the capacities we have, we are able to cater successfully. And of course, going forward also, we are increasing our capacities in that space.
Excellent, sir. You had an acquisition in Amritsar of a company which was into pumps and sprays, and you were planning an augmentation, as I understand. Which stage is it in? Because that will really come handy now.
Yeah. So we have acquired in last November the company called Mapla, which is mainly into pumps and dispensers. And in the periods of COVID, the lot of surge in demand has seen in with the Mapla. So we already have a contractual customers where we are serving the the requirement, but there were a lot of spot requirements for the pumps and triggers. So most of the demands we could do it with whatever capacities we could, whatever the numbers we could produce in that period. But at the same time, even before the COVID, we are already multiplying that capacity by 8 times now, 7 to 8 times in next 4 to 5 months time. So you'll have ample capacities to cater to.
Excellent, sir. So all that you've done a little time ahead has actually come extremely useful at this point of time. You'd also acquired a company called Varahi. How's that doing?
So Varahi is the acquisition which before Advent International came in, has happened in 2016. Now Varahi is the name, is almost now merged with Manjushree. So all those plants are not, people are also now calling the Manjushree plants. So these are all Manjushree MTL plants, and that has been doing very well. So we have also expanded there. We have consolidations of the plants have been done. We have increased capacities. We increased the customer base in North. So that has been going very well.
Excellent, sir. I think we've lost out the beverage season because of the lockdown. The cola season, that is gone. So the PT preform business, which is an important part of your business line, is it going to kind of lose that quarter, or you have hopes of kind of making up in 2020?
We do have a almost lost season, because the timing when this lockdown started or even the COVID crisis started is not good timing for us and neither for our beverages friends. But we can't do anything about it, because the beverage season, whatever happens in 3.5 months, that is almost 65-70% of the entire year in terms of the top line, also in terms of the profitability. So it's a big hit on us. In the South now we started our operations a couple of weeks ago. So South it started picking up slowly, but definitely not to the level which could have been the normal level. And on the e-op season, this everybody's tendency is to have the pre-built stock, so there are no shortages, be it in terms of the preforms or also in terms of the raw material. So that's where I think people like us are suffering, but it's part of the, we can't do much about it.
But do
So
you
we are
think that
living
it's
with
going
that problem.
Yes, I think it's all in the game. But do you think that the vertical of bottles, which should see a lot of demand because pharma, home, personal care, FMCG, all those verticals are all going to see a rise. So do you think that that vertical could kind of make up for the PT preforms?
I don't think it will. Those kind of losses can be, made up by any surge in demand with containers, because surge in demands in bottles is also, we'll have to wait and see. Once the supply chain was, the channels were empty, so a lot of stock has gone into filling those channels and the stocks. And the, inventory levels, once it comes to normal, then really we have to wait and see how the demand is going to be. But by saying so, on a bottle and a container side, we are very optimistic.
Excellent. Liquor, just to bring on that, has the demand picked up now with the lockdown opened up? Have people kind of consuming much more than they did in the last 2 months or 3 months?
So liquor is Nidhi, liquor is the one segment which is generally evergreen. But during during lockdown it was not allowed. So there was some problems, but now I think it's coming normal.
Yes.
Coming back to the normal, yeah.
Okay. The utilization of the blown film plant that you had recently put up, how is that coming up? So in this current timing, because packaging is something which is seen a rise in demand everywhere.
So we have a blown film plant which is generally mostly 100%, 90% occupied. But as a business model, the film also go with the bottles. So if the preform season is down, and then the film also is gone down to 70-80%, but it's now coming up to the normal level. Film also go to the lamination business. There also initially we had got impacted, but now that is also turning to a normal.
Okay. Manjushree is known for innovations. Any kind of new designs or patents that are in the making where, we kind of would come up to the market when it is all ready to take up the new products?
Absolutely, yes. So Manjushree is known for innovation. So we are embarking on that journey. Now, even with that vertical has been separated out, there is a separate dedicated team who is working on technical excellence, who is working on product excellence, working very closely with the key customers. Even with the small customers also, we are going ahead and suggesting them the value engineering ideas. So you will see in time to come, in next 6 months or 9 months, we'll have a series of new products which is coming on board, and which I believe the customers will love it.
Absolutely. So we are so excited to know the new launches when it happens. Hopefully, they should coincide with our conference whenever the congregations are allowed, and the big bang announcements should come from Manjushree. Uh, how is
Absolutely, yes.
how is your footprint for recycling, sir? What kind of focus are you putting in there? Because a little before the lockdown, it was a huge about banning and anti-plastic, but this COVID has shown that plastic use is a huge benefit to mankind. So the footprint for recycling, is it on the same pace, or kind of have you put it in a little bit of a back burner?
So in terms of the recycling, we always believed, the plastic is absolutely, not anti-environmental, rather it's a pro-environmental thing, and one should promote, whatever the myths available, we should, ease out as an industry leader. We should do that. We have been keep doing it whatever the way we could. On terms of the recycling, I'm happy to tell you that on the 15th of June, we are inaugurating our first recycling plant in Bangalore, which will cater to all polymers and PCR. So we'll be able to supply from 15 June onward, just 10 days. No, so that's a news. We have been working on this from last 6-7 months. We have all the technologies now. Plant has been commissioned, and we are planning a big inaugurations on 15th.
Congratulations. I think it is
Thank
the
you.
perfect timing because everyone is coming back to work now. And 15 June is only about, yeah, as you said, about 11 days away. And that is the time when they will kind of begin work with this new products that you're going to come out. Very many congratulations, sir. That's
Thank you. Thanks a
very good
lot.
news. I think the industry will start with a big bang. You've got a PE fund at your helm, sir. And most of the converters and processors in India, they are family owned, mostly, right? Very few are where, PE funds are at the helm. Do you see any kind of pressure to kind of give performance on a, whether it's organically or inorganically? Is it kind of affecting some kind of operations or some stresses there to kind of deliver the results?
No, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Rather, Nidhi, I am happy to tell you that the PE Advent International, they don't get into the day-to-day business. I have, as a CEO, I have my team of professional CXO teams, and we have the board, very professional board of directors, where very renowned name like Manu Anand and Jayesh Merchant and Ashok, they are on the board. It is very highly professionally managed. So the PE firm does not intervene into, kind of day-to-day businesses. This is all my responsibility to deliver. Rather, they support us because we are the one company which is now, I must say that financially very stable. And we are the one who are embarking on our 3x growth. More so now after COVID, we already, working on some of the targets to acquire, some consolidation and some targets to acquire. So that is even more aggressive than before, and that is where the PE helps you to have those funds. So rather, it's a very big support system, and everything is left to the professional team to manage the business, and that's my responsibility to deliver the results.
Wonderful. I think this is a myth that has been broken because we always heard of some other stories, but I think the example that Advent has done with the Manjushree, it should kind of take away any clouds that are in anyone's mind thinking of getting in PE funds in our industry. Thank you for sharing
Absolutely,
that.
absolutely, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Excellent. Um, Sanjay ji, any kind of strategic decisions that you have made after having this experience with COVID, whether in the supply chain or the operations or in organization structures? With this experience that all of us have gone through, have you kind of made any major decisions that will kind of continue after even the pandemic is over?
So, yeah, rather on the other hand, as I said, the decision, whatever the vision we have embarked on 1.5 years ago of taking the growth to 3x, that very much intact will remain there, and we are all sold out to that. We are all working for that. So, in the tune with, because of COVID, we are advancing some of our acquisitions even before what we wanted to do in FY22. Now we want to do that in FY21. We want to do at least 3 acquisitions in FY21 so that we get enough time, and whatever the lost time will happen with the some losses in COVID, we can cover up for that, those losses. So it's rather other way around, and we have a very high level of belief in our vision and what we do, and definitely our value system. So whatever has changed for better, I must say.
Excellent, sir. I think you've got your goals and your path very well laid out with your team. And yeah, it is. We are hearing that you're preponing the acquisitions. You are not thinking that let this go over. This is a year only to kind of sustain and cut down your losses. But you are completely going aggressive, and I think that should be a lot of learning for our industry players across India. That is good news.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we should be, not shy away, because this is a passing phase and this shall pass. It's a matter of time. Everything will have to come normal. We'll have some, time where there is a bumpy roads, and the true leader is the one who can take advantage of the situation, see opportunities in the problems. And that is what exactly we are doing. We have been working very hard since last 3 months to work on the plans, on a strategic plan, which in the normal course of time, we wouldn't have been able to give the enough time. We have our Silvassa plant up and running now. We have a recycling plant, as I said, coming on board from 15. The Mapla acquisition has been stabilized and the transition has been done. So yeah, a lot of work, and very excited. Good journey ahead.
Excellent. I see a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of grit, sir. I'm so happy to speak to you. What are the few experiences, learnings that you would like to share with our industry colleagues that you have kind of faced, which you would like to share with them and pass on to them so that they can benefit from them?
Yeah, I think the customer should remain the focal point of everybody, because in this period of time, the customers will also expect lot of suppliers like us, rigid plastic packaging, to come out with the innovative ideas where we can, support them. The service levels are now unparalleled. The customers will see more of a financial stability of the suppliers, where because that is the BCP plans will come more active. So we need to be ahead of the game. We need to be ahead of the curve. We are thinking where we need to be proactively going forward and telling customer, this is what we can do for you, not customer telling us that what you can do for us, can you do this for us. So that's the approach I think will help everybody.
Excellent, sir. So we are looking forward to hear about all the innovations that you're going to be rolling out in the months to come. We are going to be waiting to congratulate you on 15 June when you're going to be opening up your recycling plant. And also, we are going to thank you now for sharing those beautiful thoughts and your experiences with us. I'm sure our industry colleagues will learn from here, and we will see you on the other side very soon, sir. Thank you from all of us.
Thanks a lot, and great job by Elite also. Congratulations to you, Nidhi, personally. You kept all us of, very excited and energetic about it. So look forward to see you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care, sir.
Bye-bye.
For more videos on Insights with Nidhi Verma, please click the playlist tab on your left, and please subscribe to our channel by clicking our logo on the right. Do press the bell icon to never miss a video.